Guys, I feel like someone's standing right behind me.
She's wearing a Macho Man sweatshirt?
Yeah, I've never seen her awake this late. What is going on?
This is really bad. No,
Did you wake her up?
John's not here. Don't ask about John. I told you about that. They're really mad. I know. I thought it was a good idea too. You didn't say that. Are you asking me why it smells out here?
Did you?
I'm on the podcast. Stop embarrassing me.
Did you wake her up? You're in trouble,
No,
dude.
stop saying it smells so bad. Get out of here.
You're fucked. You're sleeping on the curb tonight.
No, she hasn't gone to bed, Aaron.
Wow.
She's up.
What's the deal? She should. Oh, wow.
I'm going to touch her blood with the hot copper thing, like in the movie The Thing, and see if she's the alien that's taken over her body. Because I'm pretty sure this is very. Oh, she just showed up again. What? Yeah, I'm telling him you're awake. Oh no, please! We cannot get into why you're awake. I'm begging you, please. Okay.
Seems important. Important.
It doesn't. I'll talk to you guys about it.
Is it time to bench? Is it time to bench?
No, we're not. I'm not talking about that on a comedy podcast.
Later.
I will talk about it
After podcast.
Look at him trying to hold it
It's
back.
really not a comedy podcast.
This is all just dribbling.
It's a drivel podcast.
He's like, "Oh, you should tell him why I'm up." Yeah. Oh,
Why
yeah.
don't you tell us, Rob.
What are you going to
Amelia-
not tell us?
Amelia had a swim coach. She has a swim coach who punished her for doing, and she had to do an hour of lunges around the pool.
Okay.
And so Jenny and I are now officially furious. And Jenny has crafted a letter. Now, I'm going to show you guys this letter.
Five citations.
Why are you furious?
Okay. She went to swim practice and he's like, do 4 laps around the pool doing lunges.
What'd she
Because
do?
she was late.
Well, you gotta abide by the rules.
Don't say that wrong. And then
Should have left 5 minutes earlier.
she
Hang on. Can you open that gambling folder too? Can we just
No. So here's the thing: is that then he said, "Well, that 4 laps wasn't good. Do it again." And he kept doing that for 50 minutes, and then let her swim for 3, and then she had to get out at the end. So it was just like,
Go to dryland.
and then
That's
go to
pretty
dryland
weird.
training. It's very strange. It's like
That's kinda weird.
abusive. So I was like, "Well, this is not appropriate." So Jenny writes a letter. Jenny says, "I'm going to write a letter to the board.
Oh my
I'm going
god!
to show you guys this letter. Ready?"
Yeah.
Hey, as someone who, oh my god,
that's
you
very
cannot
long.
wait a letter this long.
That's a very-
any
Oh
message.
no! Look at this.
Any
Look at this.
message
It has
with
references.
footnotes.
Said IDs.
Any message that cannot be conveyed in like a paragraph.
Oh, hang on. There's references.
Cannot send. You
Are
cannot
we
send
referencing
that.
peer-reviewed studies in here? Is that,
Well, if you notice, I also signed this letter, so it's kind of like I wrote part of it.
well, yeah. I'm just want to know what. So we're referencing like research.
I'm
love it.
telling you I don't want to talk about this. I'm telling her I don't want to talk about this. I'm telling everybody.
This coming
Too
from
late.
Rob, who's
Too
a
late.
teacher,
You're talking about it.
is the best.
Yeah.
Rob, next time you get a letter like this, you just got to eat shit.
Oh, trust me. This happens all the time. That's the thing is I was like, listen, he got in trouble. He's not going to do it again. Trust me, as a teacher who has screwed stuff up before, even if you say like, oh, it's not my fault, you just don't do it again. So it's fine. Oh yeah. Then Jenny went to practice. Jenny went to practice the next day.
Took everything.
Jenny, okay, you got to go. Jenny went to practice the next day.
Push her. He's like,
Watched
I'm
her.
here for it.
I didn't push her. I just was putting my hand out to see where she
That's
was.
assault, bro.
Why are you making her do lunges around the apartment, Rob? That's fucked up.
I'm not making Jenny
just
do
wanted to
lunges
bench.
around the
You
apartment.
just told her to do lunges all
She
around the
just
apartment,
wants to
and then you told her
bench.
that wasn't enough lunges.
I'm doing lunges all the time around the apartment too. Wait, did you guys say Lunchables? Oh my God, I got to do an hour of Lunchables? Can you imagine?
you would
guys.
not believe how slimy these ham patties are.
Charcuterie board in a box.
I got the pizza Lunchable. My parents.
Oh my God, my
Okay.
son loves those, and they're so gross. Like,
so
what
gross.
the fuck is in that sauce?
All right, where were we? Did I even start this yet?
Is this a podcast?
In 2020, 4 friends decided to listen to every one of the greatest 500 albums as decided
Last
by
week's
Rolling
episode
Stones.
wasn't drivel. This week's will be.
It's all
We're
getting
shooting for
edited
a
out.
1-star review this week.
We're trying to get there. But it's a 1-star like a Michelin star. Like if you get one,
Hey guys,
you're doing great.
to me, we're 4 stars, equally important to this podcast. Okay, let's bring it in. Let's put our hands in and let's say team. And break. You put the fingers up. Okay. which was an ET bit that John and I did, Aaron, if you listened. It went over pretty well,
Didn't
actually.
listen.
In 2020, 4 friends decided to listen to every one of the greatest 500 albums as decided by Rolling Stone magazine. This resulted in a text chain that celebrated the music, excoriated the order, and led us to make this podcast. I do feel like in the movies, you know, where you're dating 2 women at once and one of them thinks you have a mustache. Because I'm thinking of bits that John and I did. And I'm like, I can't do those bits with these guys. It'd be like...
It's like if one of us brought you a burrito, but John brought you a different burrito.
Oh, who would I pick?
Okay. Yeah.
I think you made this joke last week, but it's like,
you don't have like...
I got that from the Peloton.
You don't have like 4 episodes in the bank with him already, do you?
No.
Okay.
No. Although when he did pick the Humpty dance, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. This is not a good start for us. We are far from experts. We always do almost.
Hey, I need to make something clear.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Any issues that anyone on this podcast has with the Rob and John show are not with John. John has done nothing but be a great listener to this podcast. Okay. Jumped in when asked. I need to make clear John is amazing.
Can I tell something? Agreed. Can I tell some of you guys this is a safe space?
Here, 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 here.
Harumph, harumph.
John pointed a gun at me and made me do that podcast. Okay? I didn't want to have to say that, but I had no choice in the matter. Okay? And then he made me edit it and add some sound effects after to make it funnier. Okay?
Make a couple parody songs.
That's intense. Are you okay?
No, actually, I don't know if I'll ever recover. Okay? I'm glad I'm back here with you guys where I'm not stuck here forever by gun or any other reason. What's that? Oh, my espresso. Well, thank you. All right. Keep those lunges nice and low, please. All right. We are far from experts. Almost all opinions are
knees over toes, but not past the toes. Knees over
Please sit back and enjoy. Beck did it better. We are all the way up to album.
God, what a bullshit exercise too. Like lunges have no good purpose. Like they're truly just a torture. I don't know, man.
No, it's bad. We're up to album 183. My God, one is so hungry.
I get it.
It's not. Don't, please. It's so bad.
I get it. It's there. I get it. There's something there.
And we are talking about Brown Sugar by D'Angelo. And guys, can I just tell you right now, let's turn on the radio and let's listen to a song that my sweet wife described as, why are you singing that way? You should be singing in your range. And she kept saying it over and over and over and giving me singing feedback. Now, of course, you know me. I listen. When I get feedback, I take it in. Okay. I kind of roll it around. I sit with it for a little bit. And I told her, one thing about you is that you're a terrible singer. Don't ever give me advice on singing again. So this went well.
Sounds like she might come from a family that has perfect pitch.
Yeah, she might.
Family has perfect pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. They all are great singers.
Breathe, Russell. Breathe.
One thing.
Breathe. Stop laughing.
One
breathe.
thing they're known for. I remember during Christmas, we'd all gather around the piano. Okay. And say, hey, can you turn down the TV? We're gathered around the piano. All right. Let's get in. Let's turn on the radio.
I actually, Rob, went to a Christmas like that once, but unfortunately I ate a bunch of Buffalo Wild Wings at the airport the day before, so I wasn't able to hang out around the piano for
my wife
days.
Gave me that salad. That's why I got sick. It's not my fault. Okay. Made me feel terrible. It wasn't the 40 Buffalo Wild Wings
She's doing the Mike Johnson back there.
It wasn't the Buffalo Wild Wings we ate
it's like
later.
watching the State of the Union.
It's so uncomfortable watching her just hover right next to you when we're doing this.
Well, I had this salad. I better go eat 40 Buffalo Wings now. That makes sense to me. And is not a sign of some weird thing I have. Can you imagine? You are on a plane and you see a guy just housing 40 Buffalo Wings in the airport, along with more fries than you should possibly give a person. And then you just go in the airplane and you're walking on, and there's one empty seat. It's next to that guy who you just saw eat a bunch of Buffalo Wild Wings. You'd be like, oh no, this is going to be a disaster. And I'm on the aisle. I'm going to have to get up.
Lady on the plane. I'm going to share some more plane stories with you guys coming up, but lady on the plane, I'm going to, I think it was Charlotte for my connecting flight to Savannah. Lady on the plane gets on, sit next to me, full on box of a hot quesadilla with like multiple toppings.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's like
Sour
dipping the
cream.
quesadilla in the sour cream.
Yes.
And I was
Yes.
like, you got to be shitting me.
From Chili's, you think? It's got to be from Chili's.
Listen, we can't be bringing Mexican food on the airplane.
But
I'm just going to say that
is it
right
like
now.
one of those like real heavy cheese quesadillas where you're like, whoa, like they could have done half the cheese on this thing and it still would have been fine.
Aaron,
she didn't let me
shut
figure
up.
that part out.
That's awesome. That's a quesadilla Jesus would have eaten. It's perfect.
If you got a fork and knife, sure, but not to take on the plane.
Oh, no. I would love a big cheesy. Push the stewardess button. My quesadilla is so cheesy. Please help me. Let's plug our headphones into the plane. Let's turn it to the station and listen to what comes on the plane. Maybe that's our hope now. We get on a plane somewhere. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to K-Rob. No, I meant, what's up? What were you guys talking about? I'm sorry, I wasn't really listening to you back there. I was trying to think of a joke.
Sometimes they think that Rob isn't listening. I mean, this is
Pretty
beautiful.
good, actually. Sounds nice.
Just because he doesn't respond to what they're saying. But I promise I'm trying to get better. I will listen and I'll understand. Okay, maybe I can see where she's going. I won't be distracted all the time. Just because I'm thinking of my next line. But now Rob will do this today. He'll hear what they have to say. Oh yeah, Rob will be listening better. It comes as no surprise. Rob often ignores all the guys. Oh yeah, tonight Rob is listening better. All right, guys.
When you want to know about the greatest albums of all
Two things I can tell you about the D'Angelo album. It's going to be a clean episode, and I'm going to listen to you guys.
Oh, yeah. All of it.
All of it.
If you want to hear four guys who
Full
chat and then they get off
deal.
track, I've got the perfect podcast for you,
Jack.
Beck did it better.
My favorite podcast theme song. Let's get into Brown Sugar by D'Angelo. This is Beck Did It Better. I've got 3 guys here who keep wondering why their sugar gets browner as they get older. Oh, I wish I wouldn't. I've got Russell in Minnesota. Russell, how are you doing?
It's the Maillard reaction.
Rob,
Or
after that night in
fungus.
Vegas, my eyes were a shade of blood burgundy, but the way we kissed was unlike any other way.
Yep. At 2 p.m. when you came down, or 4
No, it was
p.m.
5.
5:30, 5:38 p.m.
I knew it was bad because Dave came out. He's like, God damn, this guy sleeps a lot. Matt in Minneapolis. Matt, how are you doing?
Great, Rob. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
And I've got Aaron out
Thanks
in
for
California.
thinking of us.
I've got Aaron out in California now. Aaron recently was having some computer problems, guys. Aaron was having computer problems. And he said that he made his password St. Paul Hi-Hat. St. Paul Hi-Hat. And I said to Aaron, why did you make your computer password St. Paul Hi-Hat? And he said that it asked for a capital and a symbol.
Capital and a symbol. St. Paul Hi-Hat.
Aaron out in Oakland. How are you doing, Aaron?
Well, shit, damn motherfucker. I'm going to stick out my tongue and hit this bitty pitty gritty with persistence. I don't think you'll hear me. Let's talk about D'Angelo.
I'm sure that might have been filthy.
Listen, I rock hard. I know I said it was going to be a clean episode, but I'm so hard after it said that. That was crazy. Aaron, that was so good. Listen, guys, we don't have time for this. Let's get into the voicemail.
The freaks on the phone.
Sorry. Us on the Beck line, 802-277-BECK, 802-277-2325. For all you listeners out there, the phone lines are open. We would love some more voicemails. All right. This one, guys, is a quick one, so listen close. This is going to be a clean episode. I forgot about this voicemail. This is a voicemail from our average caller talking about, I forgot he's talking about the Humpty nose. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. This is bad.
Subject, Humpty nose tickles rear. The wicked would lose her nose while 69 aimed with Dorothy as her face would melt from that wop.
Okay,
What?
so I think
This person has definitely thought this through. Like, this is a person who has written some Wizard of Oz fan fiction porn.
And it does make sense if you think about it. Right? Like the Wicked Witch, the one thing she could not do is oral sex.
No?
I think that would be.
Rear, yeah.
I think that would be.
I don't think if you tilted a little to the one way or the other, you couldn't get it done.
Okay, can I just tell you guys what I'm picturing for this joke? I just don't know how to say it. Wicked Witch has oral sex with me, and by the end, it looks like where the house is falling on her, where it's just the two legs sticking out. There's some way to connect those ideas.
Like
you know what I mean?
Curl up.
There's
I mean, it feels like a Valentine's Day episode kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so too. The special, hey, okay, I got you these chalky hearts, and we're about to do something very special. So, anything more you guys want to talk about with that voicemail?
Speaking of the Wicked Witch, I don't know if I ever told you guys this. This was on a flight a while back. This is probably 3-4 months ago. I was on a flight, and I decided I was going to try to do the pairing of Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon.
Wow.
On a flight.
Flight.
What do you guys think about trying that?
So this required some prep, right?
Did you take a gun?
I knew exactly where to start. I had the times all set. And you know what I realized? If they ever did announcements and it paused my movie, it would screw up all my times unless I immediately paused the
Big
phone.
thumbs down. Big thumbs down.
But no, but you still had to so you had to have Dark Side of the Moon downloaded to your phone, right?
I downloaded the whole album to my phone.
Okay. And then
I had the movie was on Delta.
So you knew the movie was going to be available.
I started it. I probably got about 10 minutes in, and then there was an announcement. I was like, oh, now this is going to create some complications. And then I actually stopped it. And the reason was, like, if this plane goes down, I can't have my last moments doing the Dark Side of the Moon thing on the plane. I can't. I just can't.
Russell, what would you be watching where you're like, good shit right here?
Probably that scene from My Girl.
Oh. Well, see you guys later. Third episode.
When you want to hear about the greatest albums of all time.
You know what? No, Rob,
But you're just too
you guys, we've talked about this before where you creep watch on someone else what they're watching on their TV or their screen or whatever,
course.
right?
It's a classic move.
Yeah.
So the other day I was watching someone up in front of the middle of me, and I think, Rob, you had mentioned this. It was the We Are the World documentary. Or is that what, I don't know if it's called We Are the World but
yep. I don't know. It's something like
so
that.
I was watching it, and I could tell what was going on just watching through the seats or whatever. And then I ended up watching it at the hotel when I was in Georgia. Have you guys seen that documentary yet? Or
fantastic.
I haven't watched yet.
Oh, it's so good. And what that song is, was that song stuck in your head for days afterwards, Russell?
This is probably, it's got to be one of the best music documentaries there is, right? You've just got
it's fantastic.
Legend after legend after, like, you have all-time legends who aren't even like one of the 25 most important people in the room. It is such a good, I have an upstairs roommate who claims that they've already seen this before, and I think it's brand new, so I don't know if I'm incorrect about this or not.
Russell, can I just tell you right now? You're incorrect, okay? You got to live the truth.
But it is so good. I would highly recommend it. They kind of go into like what led to the people who made it, kind of who was really involved. Like Lionel Richie seemed like he was much more involved than I would have known before I watched it. And you got interviews from, Cyndi Lauper. There was interviews with some people that are still living. And then you saw like some people who were there and like didn't want to be part of it, like walked out. Like Waylon Jennings, I think, walked out at one point. It is fascinating for music lovers. It is a must watch from like 80s pop culture, right?
What you forget about with We Are the World, they did it after an awards show. They're there at like 2 a.m. starting, and they're like, we got to get the tech right. Like we have one shot to record this. And when they leave, we're not going to get, Ray Charles with Stevie Wonder, with Michael Jackson, with Huey Lewis.
Kenny Rogers, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, Bono.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen drove himself there. I mean, that's crazy. Dan Aykroyd. Now, they did not, Russell, they did not talk about why Dan Aykroyd was in the fucking We Are the World. And it makes no sense because that's all I wanted to hear. Instead, they were like, oh, Kim Carnes. I was like, yeah, Kim Carnes. She must have been huge. Can you imagine We Are the World? And they're like, oh, we better bring in Kim Carnes.
Dan Aykroyd, supposedly he was like in his management group and they were talking about it. They said, hey, do you want to do this? He said, sure, I'll do it. So, Aaron, you would love it. Matt, Matt, have you seen it yet or not?
I have not. No, I got to watch it.
It is a must watch for music lovers. There are so many cool little bits. There's so many cool, like there's a point where, not to ruin it for you, but they're trying to get Prince there. So they essentially give Sheila E. a solo in part of the song. And she, at one point in the documentary, pretty much just says, I realized at one point they were just using me to get Prince to come and be part of it. And so she's like calling Prince. Prince wants to do like his own thing, like a guitar solo. They're like, no, it's not like that. It's everyone in the room. And so Prince was supposed to have a solo in this. And eventually they give it to Huey Lewis. Because like, yes. Wow. The whole thing is so interesting to watch. It's interesting to watch the dynamics between all these legends. It is a must watch.
Why would I avoid this?
Hello?
Hey, baby. This is a Big Bopper speaking. And I noticed that you didn't ask me what I'd want to be watching. Did you know I was watching a movie on the plane, baby?
What movie were you watching, Bopper?
I was watching the movie Falling Down. Falling Down. That was the movie I was watching. And then you know what was going to be on after that, baby?
What was coming up next?
Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall was another movie.
Did they have any other options on the movie screen for you or not?
There's a lot of movies here that I haven't heard about before.
Actually, there's one music related one that you might want to think about. It's possible. It's maybe like an album that we might have covered, like a reggae one with Jimmy Cliff.
Hey, baby, another movie I loved. Okay. Was The Harder They Fall, baby. It was so good. Well, I gotta go. Don't get the vaccine. Found it.
That was a nice call.
I think I didn't listen to this episode and leave a review. That's crazy.
Hear from the Bopper once in a while.
You gotta hear. You gotta wonder what he's up to. But it seemed like maybe the Bopper had a joke in his head and it wasn't quite as extensive as he maybe originally planned.
This is the point where we get a 3-star review about our dribble.
Oh, I can only pray. I mean, that's like Jake Reed, Randy Moss, and Chris Carter.
It's time.
You know, the 2-star review is kind of a nice thing. Like, I mean, if you're going to savage, you go 1, right? To give someone 2 stars is, I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
I'm telling you, I had 69 guy on top for Valentine's Day. If that's not worth 1 star, I don't know what is. Aaron, rolling going. How's it going with you?
It's going great. As I mentioned last week, today has been a big day. We had some friends of Wallace's over after school, and happy hour started early, and then had that moment, Matt, I know you're familiar, where you have some people come over after school. Gets to be 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock, and then the question is, are we going to make dinner for these folks, or are they going to go home on their own? And I had a moment where I was like, maybe I'll just try to make some dinner, and then I held strong, and hopefully we were still hospitable. Hopefully we still had a good night. They went home. I think they were fine. Had their own dinner. We made our own dinner. It was all fine. But it's that moment where you feel like, I don't know if I'm a good host if I'm not cooking dinner for these folks. But they came over at 3.
I don't know if they're good guests if they continue to linger, and then are people you want to hang out with in the future.
Aaron, are we talking about little kids or adults here?
Kids. Well, both. It was friends of Wallace's came over.
And their parents?
And their parents, right. So then, you're like, ooh, gosh, I mean, we should be making some dinner, but like I hadn't really planned for that. So we got the kids some snacks. We hooked it up. It was all okay.
Honey, he says he's making dinner, but he's just taking a giant chunk of sausage out of the freezer and putting chips into salsa and then into his oven.
Dude, have you ever eaten these dandelions before? I don't know about these dandelions.
He says he's excited because his friend went to Georgia and talked about the stone fruit he saw down there.
Yeah, probably for the best. But what's really going on?
No, Aaron, hold on. There's no way these people want to stay and eat. They want to leave too, right? Like they're dreading that you come out with like a platter full of appetizers and say, "Hey, we've got some chicken in the oven that'll be ready in an hour," right? They want out too, right?
Right. That's true. Because one of them was working tonight too. Like she had to go to work, so I felt like it was okay. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who's like this. Like, it's important for us to help our kids have friends, help our kids have good social interactions. But as soon as you're back to like, okay, it's just us and our kid, like that's more manageable. Like you can just like, okay, you're going to watch a movie, whatever pasta I throw at you, you may eat it, you may not, but like it's going to be fine. the blood pressure just comes down once it's just us, right?
There is one place where kids' friends come in really handy, and that is getting your kids to try new foods. Because my kids will not try new foods. They would eat the same 3 foods forever if they didn't have to eat around their friends. Because when their friends are ordering real stuff, like when they're ordering sushi and my kids are still ordering rice and miso soup with just the broth, that's humiliating because that's baby food. And they realize it. And they're like, oh, I actually like California rolls.
Their friends probably say the same things when your kids are ordering noodles in company.
Oh, my God.
This very thing happened last night, although it didn't pan out. A friend invited us over to watch the State of the Union, which is like a whole other thing. Like I've never been. I know.
And you went?
Yeah,
You went?
What the hell is he talking about?
Dude, I go to pick up Wallace from school, and this friend of ours who used to be our neighbor was like, "Hey, we're watching the State of the Union tonight." And like all Wallace heard was watch. Like he only heard the verbs watch and he heard the word pizza. Yeah. So like it was like we're ordering pizza, we're watching the State of the Union, and Deb was like, "Yeah, I gotta go." And I was like, "Are you sure, dude? Like this is not." And so then we go over to watch the State of the Union, but they ordered pizza. So there was pizza. Like this place does deep dish pizza, like Chicago style, but then they also ordered like a plain cheese for the kids. And the neighbors' kids were eating the deep dish with mushroom and spinach in it. And the kid was trying to convince Wallace, like, "Dude, you should try this pizza. It's so good." And he's like, "No, I am not. I will only eat the cheese pizza." Like he would not do it.
It's so good.
So Aaron, what did your host think when you got up and started clapping and yelling during the whole border type stuff?
Yeah.
Oh God.
At the end, Aaron's like, all my kid heard is "Let's Go Brandon." So we're over here. He's a big fan of "Let's Go Brandon."
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, no, Aaron, be quiet because I am not done making fun of you for going to somebody's house for watching the State of the Union.
Bring back the pandemic. I'm serious.
If my
was a
wife
disaster.
said, "Listen, I made a mistake. We need to go to our friend's house and watch the State of the Union," I would simply get a divorce from my wife and I would never talk to her again because that would be an insane thing to do.
No, I tried to give Anna an out. Like I tried to be like, "Hey, you don't have to come." But then Wallace is like, he's really into it. Like, let's the whole family do something right now. And he was stoked about it. And then, it was a disaster because they have 3 kids. We had our kid over there. So there's 4 kids like running around screaming. And then the TV is like, there's this old guy yelling about, shrinkflation and junk fees or whatever. And it was a lot. It was
Aaron.
It was a lot.
Aaron's got like a big Marjorie Taylor Greene t-shirt on and he walks in and he's like, "Hey, what kind of pizza do you guys got?"
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah. Aaron's like, "Well, this reminds me of that podium I stole from the White House a couple of years ago." I mean, Aaron, you have to say no.
You wouldn't believe, Rob.
I know.
I gotta be honest though. I've learned so well from you, Rob. I've made so many great January 6th jokes at trivia, and it really slays. Like it kills. Like
it kills.
Right? We were at trivia, and there was a question about. So I'm there with a bunch of dads, and the question is, "What's the address of the White House?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I've got to check my restraining order." And like people thought that it kills.
Aaron,
they love it.
It's a great one.
And I've learned it from you. I got to give you credit for that.
Aaron, I salute you. That's a great. Those are great jokes. Next up, go in military whites. See if that joke flies too. That's the next. That's the next bit that you're going to try out.
Yeah.
So at the end, so you watch the whole speech, and then like at the end, you turn to each other and like talk about the speech.
No, because at that point the kids are totally feral and going completely berserk, and we've had a bunch of wine, and it's like, "Oh, here's dessert, and now let's all try to get home without falling apart."
Your kids not follow Robert's Rules of Order? I mean, that's crazy, right, Russell?
Surprising that they wouldn't do that.
Now, Aaron, I would assume...
Guys, nobody's going to help me out with a Robert Rules of Order joke? Well, nobody's going to second that. I guess the motion fails. I was hoping somebody would second that joke.
I second Rob's point.
Yes. Let's vote on whether or not that joke was any good.
So, Aaron, you obviously know these people are going to have political beliefs that are somewhat aligned with yours. You wouldn't be going to something like that. But is there ever a point where someone makes a comment and you're like, I can't stand this. Like someone's got to make a comment about something Biden says or some sort of reaction, or we need to focus on this instead of this, or there's got to be some moment where you're like, this is uncomfortable, right?
Well, no, I mean,
it's weird because the neighbor did say like, "Well, yeah, I did loan my RV to Clarence Thomas, but he said he was going to bring it right back."
The uncomfortable part, I think, was that like one of it was like the kids are loud and like the TV's loud and Biden is loud because he wants to prove that he's not dying or whatever, or possibly dead. I don't know.
We're all dying.
And then he was. Props to the guy. Like, he was forceful last night. I was actually very impressed.
No, we're not. Don't. But this is bullshit. Don't you try to trick us into talking about the State of the Union address, Aaron?
I'm not. I do not want to talk about the State of the Union. And after the podcast, I will tell you what my true feelings are about a couple of things that I will not say while we're recording.
Aaron, would you call this night a crappy hour?
Crappy hour. Guys, please cut where I said crappy hour.
Nope, not doing it, not falling for it. No, the uncomfortable thing was it was chaos. There's like kids talking and Biden's yelling, and then like the other mom was like, let's make the kids go to the playroom because this is hard for me to listen. It's like, well, of course it's hard. It's like you're trying to listen to a speech and there's kids. Yeah.
It's like the kids are trying to get back into your room and you've put up all this razor wire. You're like, God damn, this fence. We need a fence over here to keep these kids out. You know what? I mean, the kids are coming in to my room and they're taking my jobs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do all this stuff. The kids are taking those jobs.
Yeah. I put up a border and they're, Yeah. But it turns out at the end of the day, our productivity is actually way higher than anyone could have imagined. And we've really increased our whole product, but like somehow that's still a product.
It's crazy. It's almost like we short-sightedly didn't think about how this would affect us. And that actually everything was overblown.
Aaron's son's like over there crane kicking every member of the Cobra Kai because of the deficit.
And then it's also funny that they actually had bipartisan support for some sort of bill that was going to go through. But then the Republicans, they just didn't vote for it. It's almost like they don't want it to. They don't want it to find a solution.
Interesting, right? So that's it. That was what happened to me yesterday. So that's how it's really going with me.
Your kid going to a karate school, is it a sweep the leg type karate school? Like when you walked in, did the instructor be like, your dad looks like a real wimp, and then like do stuff to it? You're like, Jesus, I'm at the bully school. But it's closer to my house. I would take my kid to the bully school if it was closer to my house.
I don't know yet. I have to figure this out because it's just called Bay Area Martial Arts. So I don't know for sure.
That's a bad guy school.
I don't even know which martial arts they're teaching.
That's a bad guy school.
You can't find a single Gracie Jiu-Jitsu studio out there, Aaron.
We can, but I emailed them and they didn't tell me their schedule. So we went to this other one because it's closer. There is a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu school. It's on Alcatraz. It's just... If you go up to Telegraph and take a left on Alcatraz and you get over to Shattuck, and then it's right there.
Aaron, if they impose any sort of discipline with your son, I've got an 8-page form letter that you can copy and paste.
Jesus.
If you'd send it over to him.
Guys, we cannot. Okay. Do you know how hard it is to pretend to read a letter that your wife writes? It was one of the greatest tests of my marriage I've ever had.
Footnotes.
Oh.
References.
I'm a lawyer. I haven't used a footnote since law school.
I can't pause an online video game. You know what I mean?
It keeps going.
Yeah. It's not a game. Other people. You don't get it.
Bowser's to beat himself. I got to win.
Yeah. Listen. Okay. This is Larry. He's the main character of this game, okay? Now,
he's got a leisure suit on.
Okay, what I'm trying to do. That would be a bummer if you were happily married and your husband's at home playing Leisure Suit Larry on the Xbox.
Oh. How's it really going with Russell?
Really going. Things are going really good. Last week I told
boobs.
Well,
I told you guys I went to Savannah, but I didn't share all of my flight episode, my experiences on flights, because I was in Arizona.
Okay, we got it.
So flights from Arizona back
last week, but I can't do it this week.
And then a flight to Savannah through Charlotte. So I had connecting flights. So 6 flights over a 10-day period.
Sounds like Aaron at the wineries. Hello?
I don't like flights. You got to drink a whole glass of wine. You can't tell by a flight. You don't know how it tastes to you.
You're anti-flights?
Oh,
yeah. I'm not anti. If you want to drink a flight, that's fine. But for me, I can't tell what something tastes like if I drink a flight.
I'll never understand Aaron. I'm going to give up trying.
So I've got a few fun experiences. I thought we could go rapid fire this week. We're going to do rapid fire your guys' initial responses on each of these experiences. How about that?
All right.
I hope he talks.
Just don't go over your allotted time amount.
Okay.
You told us last week we had allotted time amounts. You can't go over.
I hope he talks about the State of the Union. I'm crossing my fingers. Come on, Russell.
I just sent you guys the photos from the State of the Union.
I'm getting on one of the flights. The stewardess says, I like your hair. Is it natural? I say yes.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts about compliments from the flight attendant while you're getting on the plane?
Russell, it's time to go stand in the bathroom and motion to her. Give her the old
Did
come on in.
she invite you to the Mile High Club?
I mean, that's like, she doesn't have to say anything nice to you. Like, it feels like she's giving you a sincere compliment.
Yeah. Hey.
Did you tell her that the carpet matches the drapes?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Experience number 2 in the super fast round. What's the lightning round?
Oh, the lightning round.
Your guys' thoughts on one of our flights coming back from Savannah to Charlotte, almost an empty flight. Almost everyone had their own row. What are your thoughts on the empty flights?
It is one of the greatest things. When we flew to London, Jenny, we were sitting next to each other, snuggling up for an overnight flight, and my wife goes, "Oh, there's an empty row back there. I'll see you later." And we never saw each other again on the flight.
All right, next thing. On the empty flight, here was something I had to get your guys' opinion on. Empty flight, I'm sitting on the aisle. There's a person sitting on the aisle right in front of me. They decide they're leaning back the chair. What are your thoughts on someone who leans back a chair on an empty flight? Should they move over a seat, or do I just, if they're going to lean, do I move?
If you're going from Savannah to Charlotte, you don't lean back at all. No leaning back at all.
Matt, what are your thoughts on someone who leans back before the flight has been taken off and the flight attendant says you've got to up your seat?
Right. How to do it.
Now listen, is it possible that this person was so wide they accidentally hit the button? Because sometimes that happens all the time.
Trust me, I would know.
Sometimes that happens all the time.
Russell, anyone who puts their seat back on a flight should be executed. Okay, they deserve the death penalty. It is the worst thing you can do. It is absolute contempt for your fellow passenger. And the fact that they didn't look back and see that there's nobody else in the seat, they could have moved over. It makes them a bad person. Okay, you should have opened the door. Okay, Alaskan Airlines style, and tossed her out.
I thought about doing that. We've talked this about before, Matt, where I had compassion once where Matt got annoyed with kind of rookie flyers and how they do things. This guy was doing the lean back before we took off. So as a veteran flyer, you know that they're going to come and say you can't have your seat lean back before, while you're taking off, right? Guy leans it back. They tell him to move it up. He moves it up. Eventually, he leans it back again. I was like, well, maybe I should just move over. I was fine or whatever. He moved seats. He leaned back a seat and then moved over against the window. So he leaned back a seat and then didn't even sit on it. Your thoughts?
Whoa.
Double death penalty. Kill him, bring him back to life. Say, oh my God, I can't believe you're back. They should be killed twice, Russell. That is the worst thing I've ever heard of in the history of human beings. I mean, it's terrible. What could he have done that's any worse? Like I guess if he moved next to you, like if he put a seat back and then said, "Hey, I want to come sit next to you," that would be worse. But that's about it.
So let's say you're going to Savannah and you invite an upstairs roommate to enjoy Savannah with you.
Nice.
And they get stopped with security, and you know immediately, and you can ask them, "What type of powders did you put in your suitcase?" Which leads to like a 15-minute pat down. Now, here's the question. If the person you're with gets stopped by security for bringing through powdered electrolytes into their backpack, that they have to go through security that fails whatever test, and they say it's going to be like a 15-minute process, do you stand with the person you went with, or do you just go sit down on a bench?
Well, how close is the bench? Is it one of those like right at the end of the
Yes, right at the
line?
end. Yes.
Yeah, then you go sit down.
Yeah, you go sit down. Russell, there's a good chance you're never going to see that person again. Okay? They're going to Guantanamo. Okay? You need to get as far away as possible.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the way. Like there's people, you got to stay out of the way. I think sitting down is a reasonable reaction.
Do you know what Jenny brought that made the airline people very mad at the last trip?
What's that?
Various weights. Like weights that you would put on a bench press. She just had them in her bag.
Wait, what? Why is she bringing weights?
She was going to a powerlifting meet, so she brought her own weights. And they're like, you can't do this. You can't bring weights.
Did they stop you when you tried to smuggle them in with your foreskin?
Russell, I do that to bring my foreskin back. You know that. I hook the weights on the end every night. Wait, how does that work? Do they sleep on a bed with a hole in it?
I listen.
Because it makes sense that you do it at night to get your foreskin back. Have you guys ever seen that where people are trying to get their foreskin back, like all the stuff people do?
I'll get grossed out. I should have never brought this up.
I mean,
It's so wild when you say, like, have you guys seen that? Like, no, no one's seen this shit but you. Dude.
Yeah. No, Jelkin.
Right.
Look up Jelkin sometime. You guys will see what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not going to look that up.
People are breaking. Look it up on a work computer and do it now.
All right, my last experience.
Hey, this $300 Chromebook isn't working very well, sir. There's 100 tabs open with Jelkin ? Jelkin for friend.
My last experience on the flight was we were trying to get a connection from Charlotte to Savannah. Flight gets delayed. So I don't know what the typical time, like what is the optimal time for a layover connecting flight for you guys? Are you talking an hour? Do you want to see 40 minutes? Do you want to see 2 hours? What do you want to see for a connection?
I'll see an hour. I think an hour is perfect. Gives you enough time if it goes bad, but not long enough where you're made a terrible decision.
I was going to say 2 hours, but yeah, I mean, I'm saying like keep it reasonable.
What do you think, Matt? You fly enough?
I was going to say like an hour 15, just to make sure.
So this was like a 50-minute one, gets delayed 20, 30 minutes. There's multiple people running through the airport for this. I was going to ask you guys, at what point is it just like not worth it? I'm like, carrying like a bunch of stuff in my backpack, running through the thing. At one point, I'm like, this isn't worth it. I'd rather just miss the goddamn flight than have to run through the airport here. It's not. At what point is it not worth it?
Get there, get home, get on that
right.
plane. You don't want to hang out the airport. I don't know.
If you're on your way home, right, you might as well
just sprinting home.
Break it to get home.
Well, I ran until I could run no more, and then we made it fine. It was
Russell doesn't run this one time, and then he ends up living in the terminal like Tom Hanks. He's like, oh no, it's disastrous.
Or like Station 11. You guys watch that one? They make a settlement in a terminal. Great show. Good book too.
I was going to watch the other night, but the State of the Union address was on, so I invited all my friends over to watch it. Just like the Super Bowl, we made some dip. We got ready. Put up some squares.
That was this guy. He's a friend, and he will probably listen to the podcast someday.
Oh no!
He told me that growing up, his family watched this. The only times the television run in his house were the Super Bowl and the State of the Union, and that's how that's it. This is like one of those houses that's the only two things they watch.
Two equally exciting things.
Yeah.
The only other more exciting thing is Matt Rowland going. How's it going with you?
There's a brand new song I heard on The Current by a group called Florence and the Machine.
Ooh.
And it's called White Cliffs of Dover.
Oh.
And it's like the soundtrack for some show on Apple TV, which I have to get. I have to watch. I have to figure out if it's something to watch. But listen to this song now, Rosie, and tell me if this is Florence and the Machine.
Wow. I haven't heard them since Dog Days.
Are they? Aaron had the Dog Days.
Good start.
Are they started, or are they? Where are we right now?
I think they're over. Yeah, they're gone.
Shit, I was worried about that.
Ooh, this is nice. Sounds like Bernstein.
Listen.
Ooh.
Florence and the motherfucking Machine.
No way.
What's that?
This is from another famous movie. Actually, you know where I know this song?
Oh, it's Jack Antonoff. He's the hot producer right now, right?
Yeah.
There was a famous. We've talked before about the X Factor, America's Got Talent, like the audition shows or whatever. There's an amazing episode of X Factor, I believe, when someone sings this song and it'll bring you to tears.
Really?
Is that one of the ones where like the lady's ugly? Everybody's like, "Wow, she's a really good singer. Look at what she looks like."
Hold on, let me find it.
You're thinking of,
I think that lady died.
Oh, that's too bad. Because it would be a bummer. Like, I get that she's a good singer, but if it was also like, "Oh, you're ugly and you're a good singer," you'd be like, it's kind of a monkey's paw situation. You know what I mean?
All right, the new hot thing that's out there, and you guys maybe have heard this, but what do all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That's really kind of sick. 7 of these albums have in common.
The round.
All right, ready?
Oh.
Metallica, so the Black Album.
Okay.
Pearl Jam 10.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion 1 and 2.
1991.
Red Hot Chili Peppers Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic.
Okay.
Soundgarden Bad Motorfinger. And Nirvana Nevermind. What do they have in common? Rosie, you're almost there.
Yeah, it was maybe 93.
Nope, they're 1991. They all came out within 44 days of each other.
Oh, wow.
44 days of each other. So August 12th, the Black Album dropped. August 27th, 10 by Pearl Jam. September 17th, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 by Guns N' Roses. Red Hot Chili Peppers, September 24th. Soundgarden, September 24th,
Yeah.
and then Nirvana Nevermind, September 24th. So all of those albums came out within 44 days of each other.
I don't know that I've ever actually listened to all of them straight through. Like, I'm sure I know almost all of the songs, but now I feel like I need to like listen to both of them straight through.
Yeah, I guess I never remember I remember they came out as like a double, but I never consider them like together.
Right.
I don't know.
Right, because all the songs were big.
Guns N' Roses for me are more of a Winamp band. I know all the hits, but I don't know what songs are on which albums.
Right.
I definitely know that Strange is on.
It's Strange to Use Your Illusion, but November Rain, You Could Be Mine, Don't Cry.
When I watched that video when Use Your Illusion came out and he turned into a fucking dolphin and there was nobody jumping into cake.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the biggest fall off for a band ever.
But all those came out in 44 days?
Within 44 days of each other. So that's wow. That's where music was.
And you know
That's
what I was
crazy.
doing in 1991? Watching America's Funniest Home Videos. I mean, my brain is goo. It's rotten goo.
Aaron was at another crappy hour watching the State of the Union. George Bush is like, there's nuclear weapons in this country.
Mission accomplished.
Aaron's like, yeah.
Now watch this drive.
I like to think of Aaron like seeing his kid watching America's Funniest Home Video and just seeing somebody get hit in the nuts over and over. And he looks at Aaron and Aaron's like, oh, shit. Should not let him be watching so much YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you guys find people getting hit in the nuts funny?
No, I get squeamish.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I think it's hilarious when dads do it. But what is more funny? What is the funniest thing? Have you seen where these people where they get scared and they like swear they do the same thing?
I do watch those. I love that.
And I think they're hilarious.
Yeah,
they're so funny because people who just have like a nervous thing, like somebody could go boo and they go, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
They say, oh, motherfucker. The same, every time they say that, I don't know. I think that's
fantastic.
Rob, rolling going. How's it going with you?
Listen, guys, I got to talk to you about a flight.
Oh, yes.
All right. These are the
I was going to ask you guys one more before we get to Rob on this. If you do go with someone who gets stopped by security for the powders, are you allowed to suggest to them, maybe we shouldn't bring the powders back on the flight home?
Oh, yeah, Russell, how'd that go? Did they listen to you and say, oh, Russell, thank you so much for telling me. That's so smart of you. Doesn't annoy me at all that you said that.
Well, it does it prompts the question, if you brought the powders for your trip, you probably only should bring enough to use while you're there, unless there's some reason you can't get home and use your powders in time. Do you need them in the airport in Minneapolis when you get there? I mean,
Aaron, you just want to be an asshole all night, or what do you? Why would you say that, Aaron?
Well, Aaron, see, Russell's concerned about this because these are actually in ultra large condoms. So that was part of it. Yeah,
which was not the most pleasant experience of my flying career.
Please don't burst. This is so many electrolytes.
It was good until that guy leaned his chair back into me, and I was like, I did not have the room for that.
No, it hit you just wrong. Listen, okay, two things. Number one, I am normalizing shoplifting at the airport.
Oh my God.
Okay, I am putting out the call out there. It is time to steal from the airport. It is time to shoplift. Everybody, when you go to the airport, shoplift one thing. Okay? This whole thing where the airport is now all self-checkout, they are begging us to shoplift. And who's it going to hurt? Guess what? MSP Airport is not going to close down because I took a Diet Coke. Okay? Guess what?
Boy,
Hudson News.
Guys,
Hudson
Rob,
News,
you take
you're
your
fine.
earphones off real quick.
Sure.
Guys, he does one episode with John from Edina, and all of a sudden he's just completely lost all morality. He's just off the rails. I mean, I don't. Okay, Rob, come on back,
guys. SIBO is not going to go out of business. Go and look at a price of M&Ms there, and tell me that doesn't make you want to shoplift.
You do love Chumbo. Didn't Chumbawamba say the same thing? Go steal my albums, guys. Did they tell everybody to steal their albums?
Yeah, you know what? And I had made that joke before I went, and then when we got there, my kid bought a bag of Kit Kats. Okay, kind of had to do some introspection about that. I scanned it once, didn't work. Scanned it twice on the self-checkout, didn't work. Scanned it a third time, it didn't work.
Fuck it, I'm taking it.
I took it. I am normalizing. I will be stealing from the airport every time I go to the airport. I recommend you guys do the same. Fight the power. Prices are too high. Let's steal from the airport. Then we get to our flight. We check in. Okay, they've scanned my ticket. Great. They scan the girls' tickets. they both say, check wristband, because they're unaccompanied minors in the Delta system. Now, I am right there.
What?
Okay, they don't have a hat with a light on it. So I'm like, how do you even think they're minors? Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, they generally don't trust people with mustaches of your ilk with kids at an airport.
I felt like they asked maybe too many times, is this your dad?
They don't look like baby Jordan.
They said yes already, and when I squeezed their arm real tight, I'm obviously their dad. Here's the thing, okay? They keep us outside the flight. The flight is going to leave at 7:45. It's 7:35. We're the last ones there. They won't let us on. They say, okay, we got to call somebody. 7:40. Okay, we'll bring somebody over. 7:45. They are still working at it. Finally, they say, okay, we'll figure it out. You just go down and get on the plane. We got your seats. So now there's a whole plane of people that are sitting there.
Oh.
And when I get on, and this is totally Delta's fault. They screwed this up. When I get on, the attendant looks at me and goes, oh, glad you made it. And I was like, motherfucker, I was not late rushing from another plane. I was not late getting here. I was there first. I was standing there. This is your guys' fault. But instead, I just said, okay, thank you. And I went and sat down because I was mortified.
Was your wife already sitting in first class?
You know what? You joke, but that actually did happen on the flight back. She got first class and then would like come back and like use the bathroom back in the back. And I was like, no. Okay. I'm motioning to the stewardess in this bathroom.
Yeah.
So that was it. I was late on a plane. Everybody blamed me and it was not me. But again, I highly recommend everybody just try it next time. Shoplift from the airport. Guys, it's a victimless crime. You can just say, oh, I thought I self-scanned it. Oh, I didn't know I was going to do it. It's the greatest thing, right? And what are they going to do? Have you ever seen a cop in the airport?
No, I'm actually thinking this through. So have you tried it?
Yeah. I stole those Kit Kats. I didn't pay for them. I have zero remorse for it. Do you know how much the snacks were, even without the Kit Kats? $34 for 3 people. Ridiculous. Okay.
Gosh, I'm thinking about this. Like, yeah, you don't really see law enforcement inside the airport.
Thank you, Aaron.
I had 2 other experiences on the plane. I want to see what you think about this. One, TSA line. Matt's got clear TSA. He gets through all the lines quick. The line I was in, all of a sudden going super slow, and they even announced, we are doing training in this line. You should have to have a sign up or something like that. There should have to be a full disclosure that if you are someone who is like purposely paid and are going through a certain line, if they're gonna make you take 40 minutes with what should take 5, they got to tell you that, right?
Yeah, let you know.
Sir, I got to pull you aside and do a pat up. No, Bill, I told you it's a pat down. Pat down. Oh. Sorry, it's my first day.
You know what I can't stand? Can't stand.
Yeah.
Is the TSA person who is yelling at you to get out just your ID when you're the only person within a mile. Like you walk up and like they can see there's no one even within 100 yards of getting in that line. Yep. You're the only person in line.
Was this at MSP though?
Yes.
MSP, something has gone really wrong there. That is the most aggressive TSA in the world.
They gaslight you, Russell, and they say, hey, you got to have your IDs out. That's why the line's moving so slow. And I've said it before. That's not why the fucking line's moving so slow. You got 30 fucking machines. I can see them. You got 2 open. That's why it's running slow. It's not my ID. When they yell at me, Russell, you know what I do? I pull up my ID so slow. Just as slow as can be. Okay? Oh,
because you're using that time to show it up.
Listen, I did. I was with my family again.
You show them the part that says "badass motherfucker" on it. Do you like hold it up like you do? And
listen, guys. When I'm going through the airport, I'm just doing bits the whole time. I'm telling my kids this is how they gaslight you. They don't want to hear that anymore. I do my character where I love lines. So when I get in a line, I go, yes, a long line. And then you turn a corner and I go, oh, line's over. No, there's more lines. And the kids are like, shut up, Dad. We hate you. I'm giving myself a semi-erection as I'm going through security. I mean, it's just bit after bit.
How do your kids feel about that one?
My belt comes off as security. Guys, I'm putting it around my neck. I'm doing all the bits. Hey, is this your dad? I got my belt in my hand.
You're saying it's Delta's fault. It's probably your guys. Like, how did you register these minors for this flight?
Okay, well, can I just say this? The flight before, Jenny had called and gotten them to be a minor on the flight, go down to Florida. So there is a chance that maybe Jenny called a couple times and got the wrong flight. Okay, but I didn't feel like telling Delta that. Okay. And I did, and my kid did turn to me and say, this is because we shoplifted those Kit Kats. And I was like, yeah, maybe. That could be it.
Well, they understand karma.
Yeah, they do.
There's still hope for
They
them.
learned something. Yeah.
Guys, stealing with your kids, it's exhilarating. I get what Oliver Twist was talking about, man. I totally got it. I was like, this is
got
great.
to pick a pocket or two.
It was like,
You've got to pick a pocket or two.
my God, Russell, this is gorgeous.
Keep going.
With living a life of crime. Listen, we were talking about Brown Sugar. We're talking about D'Angelo.
A music podcast.
1995.
Dribble.
Okay. This is D'Angelo's first album. Now, of course, we've already done Voodoo.
Seminal album for me.
Yeah, seminal album for a lot of people, Aaron.
I know.
Okay, Vast Deference album for a lot of people. Here's the thing. Okay. This album, this is kind of revolt against the super artificial electronic sound at the time. D'Angelo is a multi-instrumentalist. He played almost every instrument on this album. He produced almost every song. He sings all the singing. Like, he is fully in charge of this.
He's doing his Prince and Stevie Wonder thing, yeah. Except for Raphael Sadiq, who's kind of fingerprints around here.
Absolutely. I mean, you can hear that, like, the songs that he really works with them, you can hear that continuation into Voodoo for sure. At the time, we're talking big producers. So we got Diddy working with people. And with this, he's like, no. We're just going to eschew that model, and we are going to just have a super talented artist do his full vision on an album. He is playing drums. He is playing saxophone. He's playing bass, keyboards. Okay. And he said, I'm a guy who reads record covers. And when I looked at Prince, I realized he does it all. He plays every instrument. He sings and that's who I want to be. This is, we talked about it last time. This is kind of the start of neo soul. It came out. It was a hit immediately. Got all the way up to number 6, 65 weeks on the Billboard Top 200, and it got 4 Grammys. This is a crazy, crazy successful album. 1995. It's right in our wheelhouse. I'm going to say right now, Aaron, this album is sexy as hell.
Yeah.
And we're going to start out, Aaron, with another great titular track. Our second titular track of the night.
What else?
It's Brown Sugar.
The first moment of this, so good.
You might say, oh, Brown Sugar. That must be about a woman. It can't be a metaphor for anything else he likes.
Couldn't be, right? What could it possibly be?
Maybe I should. I met him in Philly, and the name was Brown Sugar.
What else makes your eyes turn red?
This song is, of course, about a marijuana strain called Brown Sugar.
Right.
And it earned him a Grammy for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. This song is totally about his love for weed. I mean, he's singing like this is the most beautiful girl in the world, and instead he's just like, God damn, I love to be high.
And he's clearly doing like some awesome double entendres here, like the one about hitting it with his tongue and hitting it with his buddies, and like he knows, but he's also like actually singing about weed, like he loves weed. Probably still does. I don't know.
And you know what, Aaron? That got me thinking. It's a good weed song.
It's a great weed song.
But is it one of the best weed songs of all time?
Only you can tell us.
It's time.
We better make a list.
Oh, yes.
For another Bet Did It Better countdown. Oh, yeah.
Of the greatest weed songs of all time. Okay? Now, you may be shocked to hear not a single Dr. Dre song on this list.
I'm okay with it.
We're going to start with Brewer and Shipley. And I know what you're saying. Which song by Brewer and Shipley? I've got their greatest hits album. It's a double album. Okay. Which one is it?
You know who never gets enough credit?
Who?
Shipley.
I know. It's terrible. Shipley and Messina hanging out
Always
together.
that Brewer guy.
Here's the deal. One toke over the line. And the song, they describe how it was written, and they said, one day I was really stoned, and I said, I'm one toke over the line. And the other guy goes, wow, that's a great sentence. I'm going to make it into a song. And they did.
I like this song.
I never knew this was one toke over the line. It never occurred to me that's what they were saying.
I didn't know what it meant. Like, I never knew what a toke was, right? Like,
No.
when you were a kid, it's on the oldies station.
I thought he was talking about the famous author J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
Not all who wander are lost, Rob.
That's what my tattoo says on my back if I wasn't so scared to finish it.
Didn't that guy
to live, laugh, love?
Didn't that guy also write Friday Night Lights?
Who's that?
J.R. Tolkien Bissinger or someone?
I don't want your ring. That's my impression.
It's a tan.
Fucking tan.
That's the wrong. It's not even.
All right.
Aaron, keep laughing. You're great.
Thank you.
Got it.
The final verse of the song by Redman got him Lyric of the Year award in 1995. It's How High by Redman and Method Man.
Lyric of the Year award.
They were, of course, from the movie of the same name, where they go to university and just get high all the time. A great movie. Okay, classic stoner movie. Redman and Meth Man, both with Def Jam, they went on tour together and just became friends and decided to do albums together. It's so fun. It's so interesting.
They're a fun pair, yeah.
So good.
I like this. I like this track is on the list because the snare sound, like you kind of hear this snare sound a lot on Brown Sugar.
Yeah. Next up, you might say, well, you got to have Snoop Dogg. You know I do. But who could I pair Snoop Dogg with that could possibly be even more of a pothead?
Roll me up as
Willie.
when I die.
It's Willie.
So good.
Coming out. Roll me up.
Just look on
Actually, I believe, Aaron, I don't know if you saw this. You can see Willie doing this with Snoop Dogg live on stage at the Willie Nelson 80th birthday celebration. They sing this song.
I still haven't watched that. I haven't recorded. I got to watch it. Thank you.
Listen up. If you want to hear Snoop Dogg, listen to Snoop Dogg, but he's doing country with Willie. Listen to this.
All my friends and tell them.
It's so awesome, isn't it?
He doesn't sound bad.
Roll me up and smoke me when I die.
Guys, I want a Snoop country album.
Roll me up and smoke me when I die.
It is so good. God, I love that. Okay, now Russell, I know we've done this song before, but how could I not put it on this list?
Actually, Rob, if anyone wanted to go to
Friday morning, where the weed at?
I started a new podcast this week it's called the Russ and Joe from Woodbury Show. We did a whole hour-long episode on Cypress Hill, Hits from the Bong.
I got to say, that would be a tough show to do, Russell. That would be a tough show to do.
Now, it would be pretty easy. All you'd have to do is get some sort of argument going with Joe from Woodbury.
They can go for an hour more.
And he will talk for a long time just to get his point across. And he'll win the argument. So it's like an hour of trying to talk him off the ledge, but he's going to ultimately end up winning. So yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that one.
Just don't ask him to count from 1 to 7, because good fucking luck whether he decides to start at 0 or start at 1.
We're just fully inside bits now on the show.
Yep.
And my number one marijuana song of all time.
Number 1.
Okay.
Off the Magic Dragon. Oh, good one, Rob. Very cute.
Yeah, it is a nice song.
Oh, this is an all-time Russ winning classic.
Can you just listen to this song?
My room is still messed up, and I
know why.
Yeah, 'cause I got high.
It's so good. Afro Man is an all-star. And I thought to myself, this has to be the number 1 song. I built this whole list around the song. And then, Russell, I did a little search. And Beck, smoking weed for a friend in quotations. Okay, that's how I did my Google search. And there's some misspellings. I don't want to get into it. Beck once did a song called MTV Makes Me Want to Smoke Crack. And it sounds like this. A single in 94.
That's so bizarre. I've heard it before, I think.
It sounds like a Wesley Willis song.
What's crazy about this song is I looked it up online and everybody said, oh yeah, well, if you're going to do that, you got to do the lounge version. And I was like, what? So I look up the lounge version. Back again.
All right. MTV. Whoa. Makes me want to smoke crack.
It's so bizarre.
Fly out the window.
Now, Russell,
and I'm never coming back.
When it comes to a lounge, to 2 versions of a song, one being a lounge singer version
makes me want to get
about smoking,
high as the moon.
did it better.
Russ and Joe from Woodbury.
Oh, better. You know what? That was the first time I get why you guys were hurt.
That's
by
a good one, Russell. Oh my God.
That was the first time where I thought about others than myself, because that actually was a dagger. When you
That's
said
a
that.
great list.
we went up for 3.5
All those songs
hours.
are fantastic.
Wow.
What was your guys' favorite? The Afro Man is tough, but I kind of like the Willie Nelson one.
I think Willie and Snoop is hard to beat.
What would be worse, Russell? You have a kid. They're listening to Afro Man, or they want you to go to their neighbor's house and watch the State of the Union address.
State of the Union.
I don't think I can do it. Like, I applaud Aaron. Like, I think Aaron and his family, they've got his son has these new friendships and they're all in, and I applaud them for it. I could never go watch like the State of the Union with like I don't think I could watch it. I have a hard time watching with anyone, let alone like a friend. It would be too weird for me.
Especially a fake president who didn't really win.
There was free pizza though.
Well, now you're talking about now, Aaron. At any point when you saw the Speaker of the House, did you want to turn to your new friends and say, "Listen, do I have something to tell you about this guy? Him and his son are masturbating accountability buddies, and if one of them masturbates, they will call the other one."
I know why he's not standing up right now.
You don't have to call. I don't want to do it.
That's all I thought about when I saw pictures of the State of the Union. I was like, that guy's calling his son like, say, was it real estate MILFs again, Dad? Yeah, it was.
So Dad, what'd you do when they gave you the full copy of the speech earlier tonight, huh?
Hey, Dad, I like to call this one the rebuttal to the State of the Union.
Oh, I was thinking of real estate porno bits. Like, interest rates aren't all that's going down. I mean, there's a lot of them.
You want to see this inflate?
Now, I got to say, he's using that crackly noise a little too much on the song for me. Very crackly.
Yeah, and this one probably is drum programming, right? Because he's like, I guess it's the neo soul sound where they're kind of borrowing from hip hop and blending hip hop and R&B.
Yeah. You can hear, I think you can hear when Q-Tip's playing, honestly.
You think so?
I think so, because toward the end, you can really hear a snare rim. Next up, Russell, this is a song that we're guaranteed not to talk about after the theme song, after our theme song at the end of the night. Jones in My Bones.
John's in My Bonds.
John's in My Bonds. Cinnabons in My Cinnabons.
Our first D'Angelo episode we did in February of 2021. Wow. 3 years ago.
That's 3 years ago.
That episode,
that was what, number 20?
Included 14 suggested edits from me to Ron. 14.
Wow. Who would have guessed? 14 edits on a D'Angelo album. Now,
that episode also featured our White Castle date discussion.
Wow. Drivel.
We also had a good time where Aaron was describing his pulley system, the way that he hangs clothes from the ceiling.
Oh my God.
No more.
Yep.
It's gone now. I got a rack over here. No more pulleys. It's a permanent rack.
It also featured Rob's first Mel Gibson impression.
Oh God.
First. That's really bad when you say first, because I've done it multiple times. Not good. Now, Russell, that's unfortunate we had to make so many edits. Now, I also want to note, is having a Jones in your bones a top 3 body feeling? What are your best feelings for your body? Because we get we know what actually feels the best. But after that, I think having a Jones in your bones, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, having a Jones in your bones, you're going to feel good. You're going to get out there and satisfy whatever satisfies your Jones.
You just know that's good. And I would say the other thing would be a perfect sneeze. If you have a great sneeze, all time.
Totally right. It feels so good. I like the keys on Jones in My Bones. It kind of feels like Herbie Hancock or something.
Aaron, are you talking about Herbie Hancock as the top 5 body feeling? Aaron, what's a good body feeling for you? And say it slowly.
Well, it's been a really long time, but hitting a baseball perfectly, that's a good one. But that's been a very long time.
Who wants to see me hit some dingers? I would say, too, a good Q-tip in the ear. Listen, don't message me.
This is so disgusting.
Okay?
Oh God, I can't.
Good one in there.
I'm gonna have to take my headphone out.
Russell, what's a top 5? What's a top 3 body feeling for you?
You know what one I like is getting my hair cut, and when they kind of do like they're kind of cleaning off the back of your neck and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of give you a little bit of a rub down, if you will, in a non-sexual way. I don't know how to describe that, but I always kind of like the end of the haircut treatment.
Russell, you might like massages. You come to New York. Let's go get a massage together.
Occasionally, the upstairs roommate will walk
Maybe a
by
manicure.
and they'll kind of rub a shoulder here and there. And then my new thing is I always say, come on, let's give it a little mustard. Like, come on, give it a little energy in
Throw
there.
a hip into it. Yeah. Let's go.
And now my continued requests to put a little mustard into it have resulted in I no longer get any of that type of shoulder. Put a little mustard into it, right?
No, Russell, not right. We would not say. I just cannot imagine somebody living together and you're like, hey, put a little mustard on that. I don't know.
Why not?
I like it. I'd live with you. I'd give you some mustard.
Aaron would.
Russell, if I was there, your shit, I'd tear it inside out, Russell. You wouldn't be able to handle what I'm going to bring.
Aaron would probably have to stir his mustard first, but it would still be work, right?
Maybe.
Matt, top 3 body feeling?
I was going to go with like a good steam room or sauna.
Yes.
Get out, sweat everything out.
Yes.
Yep.
Take a quick shower. You feel real good after that one.
You know what I got to say too? I think going to bed at night, knowing you have nothing to wake up for the next day.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's an all-timer. And so what's going to happen tonight? I got to wake up for 6:30 UFC tomorrow, and that's it.
Not having to set an alarm, right?
Yep. Aaron's like, fuck you guys. All right.
It's not like Matt's just chilling on Saturday morning either. Like he's probably got the haircuts lined up and karate and all that.
Yeah. Good basketball tomorrow.
You see?
Me and those dreaming eyes of mine. This is a song to his crush. What chance do I have when this guy's out here making songs like this to his crush?
This is like a little more organic sound. Is this one of the ones that was recorded in Sacramento? Do we know?
Yeah, I don't know, because it was kind of recorded all over the place.
Right. Oof, love that one.
Oh, God. Shit damn motherfucker. Now, I got to tell you, he uses the term in this song naked because he's talking about catching his girlfriend with somebody, and he says that they're butt ball naked.
Butt ball naked.
I think butt ball naked is my new term for when somebody is naked. Butt ball naked. What do you guys say? Like if somebody's naked, what are you saying? Like if you're talking to friends at the cabin and you saw somebody naked earlier and you wanted to express that, what would you say?
I like the phrase stark naked.
Wow, nice. That's a good one. That's like it's scary. Matt, what are you saying for
buck naked? Butt ass naked? I don't know.
Buck naked is a great one. Butt ass naked is great. Aaron?
I like to say butt naked last because Dennis
Lewis
Mitchell said that about. Yep, yes, exactly. That one sticks in my head.
That is what I say to my Science Olympiad team. They say, "What do you want us to do at this meet?" And I said, "There's only one thing I don't want. We cannot be butt naked last."
Yeah,
I'm keeping that alive. I'm keeping a whole generation that's going to say
so
butt naked last. It's so good.
It's so good.
Such a great quote, especially that it's about Carl Lewis. This one it has a little guest singer. It's Rob Thomas and Carlos Santana. This is Smooth. Wait a minute.
Hey, this is the point where Jervis or whatever his name is gives us a 1-star rating on our D'Angelo episode when Rob got the smooth.
That's true.
He doesn't even know.
But you know what? Now I'm going to bring it back. Watch this. Here we go to 2 stars. This song's like a song that would be playing if I was doing a softcore porn movie with Jennifer Lopez in the 90s, you know, when she was doing those like movies where she would just have like sex with people on the movie. This would be what was playing.
Like the Money Train or what?
Money Train. Yeah, we both saw it. The Cell. What's some other Jennifer Lopez sex movies? They're out there.
Out of sight. Well, she doesn't have sex in that one that much, but.
All right, Cruisin'. This has sleigh bells at the end. And I'm not going to play the sleigh bell bit over it. I wanted to, but I'm going to respect D'Angelo too much. This is
Smokey. It's fun. Yeah, you're right, Smokey.
Smokey Robinson cover.
Aaron, didn't you say in February of 2021 that you liked this album more than the other one or not? Am I remembering that right or not?
Did I say that? I might have. This is the one I knew the best and listened to the most. But it is fun now because this song I think is not the voodoo sound But I think Smooth and maybe Shit Damn Motherfucker and some others are more where he was actually wanting to go with Voodoo, and some of these others, maybe he was toying around or he had to do it to fill out the album.
Guys, I think this is going to be a having sex with my wife soundtrack. I'm going to try this out. See how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Last time I told you, we tried to do it to the Flute album, and at the end it got all weird. We were trying to take a nap, and it was like honk, 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 honk.
After 3,000.
Rob, if it doesn't work, I got a 8-page letter you could send her to try to convince her to enjoy it.
8 pages, yeah, right. That counting the references. Goodness gracious. When we get by, I mean, listen to the drum sound on this. Oof.
Yeah, he's doing really laid back, not quite behind the beat, and then he would like push that further with Voodoo.
Now, Aaron, I have to say, by this point, these songs are starting to run together for me, but I don't mind it. Like, I could listen to this on shuffle. I could listen to it in order. The album is a vibe.
Yeah, it's an anytime album for me. I mean, it's like, oh, I don't know what to listen to. I'll put on Brown Sugar.
You have it on vinyl, Aaron?
I don't. I should look for it. I have his other 2 studio albums on vinyl, but I don't own this one on vinyl.
Do you ever play it through your Bluetooth speaker and act like it's on vinyl?
I do not.
Now, Russell, we never had a chance to follow up because we have taken a week off. We haven't seen each other for about 3 weeks now.
Well, the 3 of us took a week off.
Some of us kept going strong.
What were the repercussions of playing the Jurassic Park theme song?
It was the Carmen Sandiego theme song.
Sandiego theme song, very loud through the upstairs speakers. Did anything ever come of that?
There was just very, very much annoyance and being scared and wondering why I would do something like that. So I think they understood it was a mistake.
And then Russell comes up hunched over and is like, hey, put some mustard on this.
Put some mustard on it.
A little mustard on there.
Hey, come on, put some mustard on there, baby. Let's go.
Put some mustard on there.
If you had to get, this would be a tough question. You have to get rubbed down, full body rub, and you have to pick a type of mustard to do it with. They're going to rub mustard into your body. There's nothing you can do about it. You're in Guantanamo Bay for bringing too many powders on a plane. Okay? What kind of mustard are we picking to get rubbed down by?
Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon?
Wow. Russell is classy.
He'll take.
Getting rubbed down by Grey Poupon. Ooh, spicy. That feels like it might be spicy to me. Matt, what are you getting rubbed down by? What kind of mustard?
You feel like this episode's not long enough?
Matt,
you can just say a mustard.
Matt,
mustard. Yellow.
Matt, how do you feel about Rob having
1 hour
episodes with other people, but making our episodes go 2 hours?
Listen.
How do you guys feel about tweezers on your eyebrows? Are you a tweezer on your eyebrow kind of guy?
Man, are you seriously that you would pick yellow mustard? I mean, that's psycho shit, I think. Getting rubbed by yellow mustard, that would be my last mustard.
Can you imagine getting some of that brown mustard on your ding-a-ling? That starts to burn.
Can I imagine it?
I stopped using tweezers. Anna's got these little shaver guys. It's way simpler for me.
Okay, you were right. That was a better thing to bring up. I don't know what Aaron's talking about, but I want to know so bad. Okay, Aaron, you can ask me what kind of mustard I should rub
what
all over my body?
Rob, what kind of mustard?
Honey mustard. Honey mustard is the best. It's a good time.
Like from Arby's? That's probably got a lot of sugar in it. It's going to be sticky.
Are you thinking of horsey sauce? Because if you want me to rub horsey sauce all over, you're sick.
Wait, didn't Arby's also have a honey mustard? They got to.
Could you imagine going to Arby's with Aaron and like you're about to enjoy a sandwich and Aaron's like, I think there's a lot of sugar in that honey mustard you're about to use. Like, how much would that suck?
I was only thinking about it for the stickiness factor. I'm not trying to police anyone's sugar intake. Go crazy. I was just thinking like you're going to have to shower twice if it's the Arby's honey mustard versus another honey mustard.
Speaking of showers, soaps. What kind of soaps you guys using these days?
You guys remind me so much of when I was going through like my keto phase and I'd be eating just the meat from a big Montana and then like saying to people like, God, you guys are eating a lot of sugar. You got to get that under control. What's that? Your breath doesn't smell like total shit? Wow, you're really missing out on this. Oh, no, you don't like it when I just eat beef jerky all the time? By the way, we were sitting at a powerlifting meet. Jenny opened up the biggest, most odoriferous package of beef jerky I've ever seen in my whole life. It smelled so bad. I was like, you have to be shitting me that you're eating that right now. Lady, this is the third single. Got all the way up to number 10.
Shitting. I can't shit at all. I don't need all this beef jerky. This is like almost New Jack Swing. So,
Aaron, you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I did the old hole in the bottom of the beef jerky bag trick. Hey, reach way down deep to that beef jerky. That's not a silicone packet.
We actually did the best New Jack Swing songs on the Janet Jackson Control
I do remember that
episode.
That was a great one. And finally, Higher.
Bassline's nice on that one.
Some fun stuff on this album.
I mean, this is the voodoo sound to me.
Yes, 100%. Aaron, this guy's so good, I'd give him a D plus Angelo.
Right? You can't deny it.
No.
He's one of the best we have. His output is so limited. But when you got it right, you got it right.
Yeah. I love this album. I could just listen to it walking around. The problem is it was just so incongruous for me to like walk around like making dinner listening to this or like grading tests listening to this. You got to be in the right place, in the right space to listen to it. Work was not that place for me. Let's get to our very popular and very patented rating system.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. The patented,
Now.
very popular, Beck Did It Better rating system.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This album, okay, do you think it's much like the mustard with the big grains, okay? That would, of course, is a rolling groan. Okay, there's only one thing you do with the big grain mustard, Russell. You know what it is? There's only one acceptable use for it.
What's that?
Dipping pretzels into. That's it.
I don't like the gross mustard that comes with big pretzels. Give me some cheese.
What about a malted butter? I like a malted butter.
I'm so mad right now. I'm not saying anything because I'm strong and I believe in our friendship, but I'm so mad that you don't like mustard on a pretzel.
Gross.
That's wild to me.
If you're texting,
he won't say it to your face.
Texting John about this.
Yeah, he's just going to save it for his other podcast. Then he's going to spew it all out, Russell.
I was
You
gonna
guys
ask
were gone,
this.
not me. I was here. Okay, so I don't know why you're mad at
you were
me.
at the Arnold, so I don't know when you recorded this.
Oh, well, it's true.
But I was going to ask, did you? I don't know if I made it this far. Did you use the patented rating system in the other podcast or not? Do we have? Do the rest of us have an infringement case or not?
Now we're getting to the bottom of this.
I think I said more popular and more patented, so I think we were clear, actually.
Did you use your best moves on the other podcast? All those moves you use with us, you moved over there, use over there too?
No. Okay, listen, I told you that was just a one-time thing, okay? To me, that doesn't mean anything to me, okay? I'm not going to talk to John anymore, okay?
But we are going to
done.
need to use a condom.
I'm back, okay? I just went out. You know, I thought we had all agreed on this. I guess I was wrong. I think you get that once in a marriage, right? Like I thought this was an open marriage thing.
You have to get one fuck.
Okay,
you get
one. Know how that one goes for you.
Yeah, I thought
and the best is I mean, honestly, he's a nice guy. So you just got to be like, hey, I kind of, I messed around with someone, but she's, it wasn't her fault.
Listen,
she's nice.
Honestly,
she's smart.
You'd like her. You guys would get along.
You would like her.
Yeah.
You would probably be friends.
Yeah. She came over and watched the State of the Union address with me. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a normal thing. People go over to other people's places to watch that. Have you never heard of that? That's so strange.
You should have seen her help me whip the votes.
Oh,
It's a California thing.
Help you with the votes.
the votes.
You know what, Russell? I second that joke.
That's so good.
So good. Now listen, is this rolling well toned? It's perfect at, of course, 183, 183. I'll remember that joke. Is this rolling boned? It should have been much higher on the list. Guys, this album is a bop. Okay? Cruisin' is an all-timer. There's some great songs on here. Rolling boned. Or is this rolling well toned? It is perfect at 183. And I think I already said that. So this, of course, would be a rolling groan. It should not be this high. Okay? It shouldn't be this high. It should be lower. A lot like yellow mustard, which is overrated in my book. Actually, it's okay on hot dogs. I'm sorry I said that. I take that back. I don't know what I was thinking. Russell, what do you think? Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Grown?
I think, Aaron, you said this was a seminal album. Is that right?
I said it.
So this is also a seminal album for me, in that it's the first album. It's a very important one that I did not listen to before we did the podcast.
Wow.
I'm willing to fully admit it.
Ever.
I thought there was a decent chance Rob was dropping the three of us tonight. I was like, I'm not listening to 2 albums if he's cutting us off and if he's moving forward with someone else. So I did not listen to Brown Sugar, but everything I've heard from D'Angelo has always been awesome. So, but I can't rate it. I seminal album for me, not listening. I'm out.
Wow. First ever not listen.
First ever. Well, I think Matt's maybe,
for Russell.
I haven't listened to him, but I might not have listened to him in the last week or so.
There we go.
Yeah. I thought about listening to him. Matt, what do you think? Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Grown? D'Angelo, Brown Sugar.
Yeah. We still haven't come across Wildflowers, but I'm going to say this is Rolling Well Toned right here. This is a pretty darn good album. High 100s. This is probably a good spot for it. So I'm going to say Rolling Well Toned.
Aaron, okay, what do you think about, this, and especially I think the first song. What do you?
I think the song sucks.
Aaron, D'Angelo is listening. He actually left us that 2-star review. I didn't want to tell you guys, but it was D'Angelo. Okay, he left that. And he said a lot of drivel. I was actually looking up Porta's. Sorry. Aaron, go ahead. Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Grown?
I knew you'd try me on that. The thing is, I love this album so much, and I thought it was a perfect album for so long. And it's great when I had the CD, just put the CD on, let it go. If I listen to it over streaming, just let it go. But I do think when you listen to it track by track, you can hear that some of these songs are more in the direction I want to hear from D'Angelo than others. The ones that are a little more organic. Live drums, live instrumentation.
You hate that
and
drum
I think
machine.
that's where he got to. But I love the hip hop element of when he's blending the two. But for me, when it goes more toward jazz and soul and funk is what I really love about him. So all that is to say, I still love the album. I think it's right where it should be at 183, Rolling Well Toned.
Unfortunately, you guys are incorrect.
Shit.
Can't be possible.
Yep. This album gets a Rolling Jones in my bones.
Jones in my bones.
Okay.
John's in my bonds.
But I'm all alone, so I have to do some masturbations. And it's all Z's on there.
Jones in my bones.
I mean, that's the tattoo I could sit for the whole time. It doesn't make sense. Listen, next album, 184. Okay. I mean, One So Hungry. Finally, an album that has a video with Captain Lou Albano in it. She's So Unusual by Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, we get Cyndi Lauper?
Wow. That's going to be fun.
Aaron, excuse me, the fun's not for you.
We might have to do a homework assignment of everyone's got to watch the We Are the World documentary before we do the Cyndi Lauper, because she's got a pretty prominent part in that, wouldn't you say, Rob?
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm good.
Beck did it better.
Rob, do you want to put a little mustard on it tonight?
Oh, my God, Russell.
Sorry. That's the best I got.
To say
goodbye. Hello.
Hey, baby, this is the Big Bopper. Is Aaron there? I got to speak to Aaron.
Hey, Bopper, you never asked for me before.
Aaron, I jacked off again.
What?
You're my accountability buddy. I had to call you.
Bopper, I appreciate you letting me know. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell me, Aaron?
No, not while we're recording, no. But I'll hit you up on text later. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Bopper.
All right. Don't get the vaccine.
If you are someone's like when you're in an accountability buddy relationship, one of you's got to be dreading it, right?
Yeah, right.
It's not like an even where, I did this. There's got to be one person who's taking it way too far.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, it's the kid hearing about his dad jacking off. That's a bummer.
I think isn't the worst part like thinking about your accountability buddy right before you do it and then be like, screw it, I gotta put them out of my mind for now. And then no matter what, like you get like such a brief window in there.
It's like when I get a hamstring cramp now and I think of you guys, it bugs me. I'm not happy about it.
like thinking about how you're going to call them while you're washing your hands or something. It's like, this is going to be bad.
All three of you are my accountability buddies. You guys have been my sex accountability buddies. I've called you every time I've had sex in the last 6 months.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, no.
I don't think I've heard from you, right?
Voicemail empty.
Pause.
By the way, if anybody wants to be accountability buddies with the Beck line, feel free. 802-277-BECK. Tell us anytime you're jerking that gherkin.